I welcome you on behalf of Aride Technologies Private Limited. We are pleased to have you on board for Aride's video lecture creation course. So, before we start with the training, let me quickly brief you with Aride's other offerings. We at Aride Technologies provides you best-in-class video lecture distribution technology. So we not only provide you the training, but we also provide you a best-in-class and industry-proven video lecture encryption and distribution technology through which you can sell your video classes online to students who is anywhere in India through Google Cloud or any other cloud storage provider or through pen drives. So if you want to know more for that, you can contact us and any of our technical representative will get in touch with you. Aride's industry-leading content distribution technology is India's most widely used content distribution technologies, like as it covers video lecture distribution and document distribution to student. Aride's content distribution technology is being used by big institutes as well as small institute as well as individual teachers to distribute or sell their video classes or documents to student. Next point, there is no need to hand over your open content to Aride or any other third party. Aride's content distribution technologies puts the educational institutes, faculties in full control of their content. There is no need to hand over your open content to Aride or any third party with the blind faith that it will not be used without your permission. Next point, you can promote and market your own brand. Aride's content distribution technologies are white labeled, so you can put your branding and you can sell your content through that with your branding. So promote your own brand while selling your content instead of using someone else's brand or selling your content under someone else's brand and making them famous instead of you. Then the next point is directly sell to your students and directly collect course fees from your student. So you don't have to blind faith on Aride or any third party as of to how many number of students to whom your content is being sold to. Directly collect course fee payment from each student. Next is be 100% sure of how many students your content is being sold to and what the students are being charged. Directly collect payment from your students. Remove any doubts as to how much money a third party will be collecting or might have collected selling your content to students and how much money actually was passed on to you. So now you have seen what Aride's offerings are other than this training program. So now let's start with the actual training program. So now we will see how to connect all the equipments that we have purchased for recording one by one. So first we will see what is the arrangement of lights. Like you can see, this is our computer. This is our computer and you can see the soft boxes. This is known as the soft boxes. You can get this from a photography equipment store, nearby photography equipment store, and this generally comes off brand Simpex. Simpex is a good brand. Like you can see, I'll just zoom in. You can see Simpex. Simpex is a good brand in photography and videography equipment suppliers. So you can purchase them. And like this has to be placed like this. One on the left, like you can see on the left, one on the right, and one light should be at the center. For now, we are using this light. This is a flat light, tube light of Crompton or Philips you can use, and if you can provide some lights right above your head. And now let's start connecting one by one. So first we will connect the camera. Like you can see, the Logitech Full HD camera, like you can see, this is a Logitech Full HD camera. It has some adjustments that you can fix it right on your screen, temporary fix to fix it on the screen. Like you can see, this is how it needs to be fixed. Like you can see, this is how it has to be fixed. Okay, so now we can see the port of this USB Logitech web camera that we will connect at the rear any USB side of the computer and at the desktop. Like you can see, we have fixed this. Now we'll quickly see the other things. Now we will fix a microphone which we have. This is a Boya BYM1 microphone that we have. So we'll connect this to the system. This is a Boya BYM1 microphone. We will first so this is the 3.5 mm jack, and we are inserting it, we are plugging it in the pink slot, that is the microphone input slot. So after that, quickly let's connect the iPad. So for iPad, as you can see, we have this HDMI cable, HDMI extension cable, and after that you can see this is the lightning to HDMI connector. Like you can see, this is the lightning to HDMI connector. This port connects to the lightning slot of the iPad, and this is the HDMI input. As you can see, this is the HDMI input. So quickly we'll connect this. First we'll connect the HDMI extension cable to this. Now together we'll connect this in the So we have done all these connections. So the connections are basic. Now we'll show you how to set up a green screen. Like the green screen, this is the fluorescent green screen color, green screen, green curtain you can call it. This is fixed on a dual side tripod stand. This stand comes along with the green screen. You can get it online, and these are the clamps. If you can see closely, these are the clamps that you can purchase from a local hardware store. These are just a basic clamps that you can purchase from local hardware store. Like you can see. So I hope you have understood how to fix the green screen. You have to fix the green screen, and this is the recording area where you have to keep the recording. You have seen the arrangement of the lights, that how you have to arrange the lights. 3-point lighting system, 2 sides on the right, on the left, in the center, and at the top you have to place lights. And this is where the teacher will sit and do the recording. There you can see the iPad, which is already connected through the HDMI capture card. Now you can see the Logitech camera that we are showing you, that we have connected to the USB slot of the CPU. Here USB slot, it is connected. Microphone Boya BYM1, we have connected to the mic in of the HDMI of the desktop. If you have 2 capture cards and you want to use a handy camera, so you will require 2 input capture cards. Currently one HDMI input, but in market you can use another capture card and you can put it in another PCI Express slot if you want to use a handy cam as well. Hello and welcome to the training of the video lecture recording software, that is OBS, that is Open Broadcasting Software. First we will see how to download that software. So first we will open the browser and type OBS. This is the official website of the OBS software, and the logo, the icon of the software, looks something like this. So you can easily recognize this is OBS. So you have to download it, click on OBS, and here you can see three options. If you want to download OBS for Windows, you can click here. If you want to download OBS for Mac, that is for MacBook, you can download from here. If you have a Linux operating system, you can click here to download the OBS for that particular version. So for now we are using Windows, so we'll click on Windows. Now you can see that OBS software is being downloaded here. This software is officially free. So now we will see the installation process of OBS. Click next, next, install. Now we can click on finish. Now you can see that OBS has started. Now the very first thing you can see on the screen is the auto configuration wizard, which you have to click no, and now we can maximize the screen of the OBS. Now the very first settings of OBS that you have to remember, simply click on settings, and these are the options that are available in the settings folder. Settings option: general, stream, output, audio, video, hotkeys, advanced. So first we will click on the audio button, and here we have to always remember that the base canvas resolution and output scaled resolution should be same, and it should be always 1920 into 1080. So we will click on this 1920 into 1080 because our system supports full HD recording, but in some system the resolution might be something different. It can be 1300 into 760 something. So all you have to check is you have to record at the highest quality available in your system. Like the highest quality available in my system is 1920 into 1080. So I have kept the scaled resolution also as 1920 into 1080. Then what are hotkeys and all other features we'll discuss later. General output. So in this output you can see one thing, that there is an option of recording, and in that recording option you can see the recording path. So you can choose to change the path of the recording of your classes. You can create the folder anywhere, wherever you want. Try not to keep the folders in C drive. Always try to keep it in any folder except for C drive, any other folder other than C drive. So you can create here, and if you don't change this, it will by default go into C drive, users, admin, and in videos. So this is what you will see. Now you have to change the output mode from simple to advanced, and advanced you have to go to recording. Recording, you can see encoder. Currently it is use stream encoder. You have to click down and you have to click on X264. We will check again in the simple option. Recording path, recording quality, recording format. Recording format should be by default MKV. If it is not MKV, you have to change it to MKV. Always use recording format as MKV. Now we have selected this. We are done with the basic settings. So I will again refresh the things which we just learned, that you have to go to the video. I will close this. I'll apply this. I'll close this. First setting, the first very initial setting should be, you have to click on the settings button. From the settings button, you have to go to the video button, click on video button, and you have to ensure that the base canvas and output resolution should be same, and by default it should be 1920 into 1080. Then you have to click on output. You have to go to output mode. From simple you have to do advanced, and in advanced you have to go to recording, and in recording you have to go to this encoder settings and change the encoder settings from use stream encoder to X264. Apply this, and we are done with the settings part, the initial settings part. So now we will see what is more in OBS. So we have seen the first settings, the initial settings that we have to do in OBS, where we have seen from this option, settings option. Now we will quickly see about the overview of OBS. So whatever this black screen is the canvas where you will be recording all your video classes. All your recordings will be done in this, will be enclosed in this black area. It will be limited to this screen, this frame, this black frame. This is where your recordings will take place. So quickly we'll see. Once you have done the recording, let's check the file option. File option, you can see a few options, but we will use only two options from here. One is the show recordings button, and other is show settings folder. So show recordings, as the name suggests, you will see all the recordings that you have done through OBS. You can see in the show recordings. And if you want to reset OBS for any XYZ reason, if some settings are not working, or you have done many settings and you don't know, you want to reset the OBS, full reset, you have to simply click on show settings folder, and before doing anything, you have to close down the OBS from the background. You can also minimize this, and then you can close OBS, and after closing OBS you can select this all, shift delete, and then just refresh this and close this, and when you start your OBS again, I will show it how it is done. I'll just simply shift delete, or you can simply delete that, refresh, close this. Now open OBS. So you can see again that same configuration wizard. Click on no, OK, maximize this, go to the settings option, go to videos. Again, like I told you, base canvas and output resolution should be the same. That should be the highest quality. I have selected both. With the highest quality, you have to click on output, and in the output you have two options. You can select the recording path. Wherever you want to save your videos, you can change the recording path. Wherever you want to save the videos, you can choose that path. Currently the by default path will be C drive users admin videos, and this is where all your videos will be saved currently. So if you want to change, you can change it from here. Then recording format should always be MKV. It should always be MKV. If it is not MKV, you can select from the drop down MKV. Output mode. From output mode, you have to select advanced. From advanced, you can see this few options: streaming, recording, audio, buffer. You have to go to recording, and you have to change the encoder settings from use stream encoder to X264, and we can apply and OK. So now, like I have shown you the two important settings of from the file menu, that is show recordings and show settings folder. Show recordings to see all the recordings you have done on OBS so far, and show settings folder if at all you want to reset your OBS, you can do it from here. But always remember, once you reset all the settings, all your settings you have done here will be back to the factory settings. That was the initial settings, the basic settings, the default settings, I should say. So quickly, let's see what are the scenes. Scenes, like you can create 2 or 3 or 4 n number of scenes here. Like in one scene, teacher is here, teacher is at the center with the podium. In another scene, teacher is here at this place, and on this screen the whole 80% of the screen will be the writing area. In the third scene, you can keep this writing area as full screen without any teacher, and many more. You can create endless scenes here, number of scenes, and you can also rename the scenes. So as the name suggests, we have created this scene. So basically, this below this window, this box, inside this box, you can create many scenes, and you can rename them as per your convenience. So when you right click, there is an add button with which you can add a scene and you can name it, or you can simply click on the plus sign to add a scene and a minus sign to delete a scene. Up down, you can move this scene up, Like you can see, only writing was at the third place, now it came to second. If you will move it further up, it will go to the first position. I'll again bring it down. So this is all about scenes. Now sources, which is really important, and we have to pay full attention to this. Sources are everything that can be given as an input to OBS is known as sources. So again, we can click here, right click here inside this box and do the add button, click on the add button and add the sources, or simply we can click on the plus sign to add a source. So let's first take the overview of what these sources are. So first you can see audio input capture. So as the name suggests, this is simply adding the audio to your OBS, and audio can be added through a microphone, a good quality microphone. Generally, in our case, it should be Boya BYM1. Audio output capture, we don't require this. Blackmagic device. So as you can see, this Blackmagic device, so this is the capture card, the HDMI capture card that is currently inserted inside the CPU. Browser, you can add a browser from this. If you want to show something which is on the URL, you want to show it through a browser, you can add the browser from here in this OBS. Color source, if you want to change the color scheme of the OBS, you can change from here. Display capture. Display capture is an option with which if you click on display capture, whatever is going on the screen will get captured. I'll show you a simple and quick example. If I'll click on display capture, I'll add this, create new, okay. So you can see whatever is happening on the screen will be captured. Like you can see this whole dialog box, you can see right here inside this. And if I'll move it, you can see whatever is happening on the screen is being captured with the help of display capture. So let's cancel that, and I'll just delete. Simply click on simply right click on this display capture, or do the remove, or simply you can click on the minus sign and remove that. Click on the minus sign and remove that. So coming again to the plus sign, we have seen the display capture. Whatever is happening on the screen will get captured. Whatever you do on the screen will be captured. Game capture is for the gamers, so we don't generally use this game capture option. Image. Image can be anything. It can be a background image, it can be a podium image, it can be a logo image, it can be a text image of your logo. Any image that needs to be added to OBS will have to be added through image. Now you will see image slideshow. So just like in a PowerPoint presentation, you can change the slides. Same like in PowerPoint presentation, in OBS also you have an option to switch the images. Media source, you can add video file from this media source whenever you want to add a video file. Scene, like you can see scene, we have already seen here on the left side, you can see the scenes. Now you can see text GDI plus. Text GDI plus is nothing but a scroll which you generally see running at the bottom of the video, which is going from the right to the left part. Now VLC video source, if you have VLC media player installed in your system, you can add many videos at the same time. You can add many videos at the same time and you can loop them, like one after the other videos will keep playing, just in case you want to show many videos. Video capture device, this is again a very important point where we'll be adding the camera. Whatever camera you will be having in your system, you want to use camera like a Logitech web camera or a Sony Handycam, that all will be added through this video capture device option. And capture cards, the HDMI capture cards can also be seen inside this, because Blackmagic capture card directly appears in the option list, but other capture cards like Elgato and AverMedia, they goes inside the video capture device. From there you have to add the Elgato and AverMedia capture card, just in case you're using one of them. Window capture card. So window capture card, as the name suggests, captures a particular window. For example, if you have a PPT or a PDF file open here, you can simply click on window capture and you can add this. I'll show you this. So right now ePowerSoft Recorder Pro is recording this. So these are the windows that are currently open, so you can add any of them. So we will look into it in detail. First let's cancel this. Window capture, the basic difference between window capture and a display capture is window capture captures a particular window which is open in the taskbar, but a display capture captures everything that's happening on the screen. So this is the basic difference between display capture and window capture. In window capture, if you are capturing a particular screen, say for example a PPT, and when you minimize that, the window capture will stop working. But in a display capture, if you are capturing a PPT and you minimize that, that minimize process will also be captured, and what all you will be doing, you'll open up multiple files, those all things will be captured. So the best advantage of display capture is whenever you want, you have two or more than two number of files that you want to switch one by one. So in that case, it is always recommended to use a display capture. And when you want to just teach from a single particular PDF or PPT file, then you can use window capture. Group. Now this group option we will see later when we add some sources here, then we will see the group options. Deprecated, this is again a text, freestyle text. If you want to add some text here, this is the things. Again you can see plus minus, plus to add, minus to remove. This is a properties button, move up, move down. So we have seen the sources. Now let's quickly jump to the audio mixer part. As the name suggests, audio mixer, it will just do the mixing and editing of the audio in real time. So like you can see this bar which is green, yellow and red. So currently, like you can see, there is some fluctuations in this mic auxiliary because the mic is already connected through which I am speaking. So you can see my voice is going, this bar is highlighting till yellow, or sometimes it goes to red. You can see this bar. So this is the indicator of the voice, the level, the pitch of the voice till where it is going. And you have to always ensure that your mic or any other audio should be somewhere in middle of this yellow part. It shouldn't exceed the middle part of the yellow part, middle part of the yellow line. And it should never ever it should go to the red part, because if it goes to red part, the audio will be screeching sound and it will just be very irritating to hear. So always try to maintain, whenever we are doing an audio check, you have to maintain that your audio should come till the middle of this yellow bar. And below this, you will see below every audio bar there is a blue line. So this is not New Delhi's blue line, metro line, but this is the gain button. Whenever when you see that your audio is going to the red level, with the help of this you can decrease the gain, you can decrease the audio intensity. Like you can see, when I'm decreasing it, my audio is coming till here, see. So accordingly I have to make sure that I just touch the yellow line and I don't go in that red area, this red zone. I have to keep my audio till this yellow zone, in the middle of this yellow zone. So let's you have seen this, and all the audios that are in the OBS, you will be able to control it from this audio mixer. And most importantly, when you are using any audio, like you have added any audio source or microphone, you have to only keep that audio open. Remaining everyone, you have to mute it down, because if you don't do this process, you can see doubling of your audio. You can hear twice audio, two audios at the same time, your own audio twice, and with the echo. So always remember that you have to mute this audios. Only the audio which you have added should be unmuted, and remaining all the audio should be muted. With the help of this, you have to simply click on this speaker button and the audio will be muted. I hope you understood till here. We will look into it in detail when we'll keep on adding sources. Now scene transition. So like scene transition is an option with which you can add an animation while switching two scenes from scene one, say for example from introduction to teacher plus writing, and from teacher plus writing to only writing. When you switch these scenes among themselves, when you switch from introduction to this to this, you need some, if you need some kind of transition like animation happening in between. So this is for that scene transition that we will look into detail. Hello everyone. So today in this video, we will see how to record your video classes on OBS, like the ones which we have showed you in the earlier lectures. So first we will open the OBS. Currently OBS is fresh and just now I have installed it. So I have not done any changes in the OBS. So this is the factory reset OBS, fresh OBS. Would you like to run the auto configuration wizard? No, you have to click on no, okay. And let's full screen this. The very first settings, the initial settings which we discussed in the earlier lectures, I will just quickly recap them. You have to match the output base canvas resolution and output scale resolution to 1920 into 1080. Then you have to go to output mode from simple to advanced. You have to go to recording, and from recording you have to change the encoder settings from use stream encoder to X264. But currently we have an NVDI card in this, so we will be using this one. But if you don't have an NVDI or any other card, you can select X264 and click apply and OK. So we are done with the initial settings. Now let's start creating some scenes. Like we discussed in the overview video of OBS, scenes, here we will be creating a few scenes, and you can create endless scenes here, and you can create multiple scenes which contains different objects, somewhere teacher on the left, somewhere teacher on the right, some scene with teacher and iPad, some scenes with teacher and PPT, some scenes with teacher and video, some scenes with teacher and PDFs, some scenes with only PDF, some scenes with only writing, iPad display, and so on. So we will start with creating our very first scene. So for now, I am giving this scene the name introduction. You can give names as per your wish. Introduction scene. Second, I will create a scene teacher plus PDF, in which there will be teacher and a PDF. Add. The third scene will be that I will create is teacher plus PPT. The fourth scene I will create is teacher plus writing, where teacher will be there on the left or right side, and there will be a writing screen, plus teacher plus video. And the last scene I will be creating is only writing. These are a few scenes that we have created. And to switch these scenes, we will have to assign some hotkeys, which we will go to the settings, and in the hotkeys, we will select the numbers. We can give any keys, we can assign any keys, but make sure you assign those keys which are not in your regular use. Like for example, say numlock 1 to introduction, teacher plus PDF is our second one, so 2 for teacher plus PDF, numlock 3 for teacher plus PPT, numlock 4 for teacher plus video, and numlock 5 for teacher for only writing. And I will do the apply. Okay. Now while switching the scene, if you need to add some animations in between, so for that you have to go to the scene transition, click on the plus sign, select the Luma wipe, press select OK, and in the image linear horizontal, whichever pattern you want, a fan, You can see the preview transition, how the fan does. You can see the preview transition, or from here you will get lots of transitions to choose from. So currently I have chosen squares. Okay, so whenever I'll switch scenes, you will see the effects, but as of now we have not added any of the elements, so you won't be able to see anything. But when we add everything, then when we'll be switching the scenes, you will be able to see the transitions. So let's start with adding the sources. So for introduction, let's click on the plus sign, and the very first element that we need to add is background. So background, you can get it online. You can search on Google and you can download backgrounds from there. So I have downloaded a few backgrounds, so I'll be using one of them. So where are my backgrounds? I have kept it in the desktop, studio resources, premium wallpapers. So let me take, which background should I take? A wooden background. Okay, fine, let's take this background. So I have selected this background and I have clicked OK. So have you seen that the background is going out of this canvas area? So for this you have a few shortcut keys to use with. The very first key, you can, if you want to note down, you can note down, that is Control F. Control F is the very first key, that is for fit to screen. So now you can see the background is inside the canvas area, but there are two black strips which we don't want because of the resolution of the image. You can see there are two blank areas, the black areas, so the screen is not of proper height and width. So the next key, if you want to note down, is Control S, that is stretch to screen. So now we have added the background, and you can see two options here. These are the sources we are adding. One is this eye icon. When you click on this eye icon, you can see a dash on this eye, means it's not visible. When you click it, it will be visible. So if the eye is open, it will be visible. If the eye is closed, it won't be visible. So you can disappear and reappear the sources that you want to hide for time being. And the next one is the lock. The lock is currently, this lock is in the unlock position. Now if you click here, this will be in the lock position. Now let's quickly add another source. So what needs to be added? The next one I will be adding is a logo. So how you will add your logo. So the logo of your institute is generally a JPG or a PNG file. So I will rename it, and why I am renaming it, so that I will be able to recognize whenever I am having a confusion. If you just keep on adding image 1, image 2, image 3, it will become really difficult for you to differentiate that which image is what while copying those images from this scene to other scenes. So that's why it's always recommended to rename the sources. Browse. So the logo, we have a few logo samples that we will be using. Logos for testing, so I'll be using my own company's logo, Right Technologies, and I'll click OK. So now I will show you resizing, two methods of resizing. One is a free resize, where you can see that the image proportion, ratio and proportion is not disturbed. And the other one will be a free resize, where you can change the length and the width as per your wish. So how we do this? The first resizing is simple. You just have to hold any of the red squares and you can resize it. It will be a diagonal resize. It will be proportionate resize. The proportion won't be disturbed. The resolution, the height and width of the will be adjusted proportionately. And the second one is a free resize, where you have to hold the Control and Shift button together, and then if you resize, this will be a free resize. You can increase either the width or the length of the JPG image. And if you want to regain it in the original position, simply click on any of the squares and you can see your image has returned to its original proportion. So now I have just explained you how to resize, free resize, and a diagonal resize, a normal resize. And one more thing, if you want to crop this image, then what you will do? So you will have to simply click on Alter button and click on any red square, and when you drag it to the left or the right, the image will be cropped. So suppose I want only a right, or suppose I want only the logo. So Alter and then the mouse click. And if you want to undo the process, again click on Alter and press the red square and expand it. Hope you have understood till here. Now let's place the logo and let's get started with our recording. So the next thing what comes to my mind is, this is an introduction video where the teacher will be giving the introduction of the topic, of the subject matter. So only the teacher should be visible and at the center. So I will be adding a podium, a virtual podium. I will rename it Podium. Okay. And you can again download Podium from internet, or you can purchase some podiums from a few different websites like 123RF and so on. Only thing you have to remember is the podium should be background free. There shouldn't be any background to the podium like this one. Can you see any background? No. So this is the podium we are taking, and if I want to resize it, I will be doing a free resize. See, I've increased the width of the podium. So it depends that what I exactly want. If I want to increase the height of the podium, I'll increase it from here. If I want to crop the bottom part, I can crop it. I told you just how to do it. You have to press the Alter button and then you have to click on the red squares and move it. So podium I have added. I'll just lock it. Logo I have locked. I will lock it. And now I will be adding the scroll that will be floating in the video. So scroll, for creating a scroll that will come from the left and go to the right, which you have usually seen in the videos, and where you can also add the scrolls like, for more video classes, visit our website, or contact information and so on. Or if you want to give some important notification that this video is the latest part and the next video will be uploaded on this date and will be shared with you. So any important notification you want to run on the scroll area, how to add it, we will see. So first, quickly, you will have to create a text document. So, and you have to name it as scroll. So text document we have already created, and I have written a sample text. We at Arite Technologies provides you best in class video lecture distribution technology. So for more details, feel free to contact us for a quick and real-time demo. So we not only provide you the training, but we also provide you a best in class and industry proven video lecture encryption and distribution technology through which you can sell your video classes online to students who is anywhere in India through Google Cloud or any other cloud storage provider, or through pen drives. So if you want to know more for that, you can contact us and any of our technical representative will get in touch with you. So let's continue with the scroll part. So now, before we move on any further, I want to tell you that after this, the line, when your line is over, you have to give some spaces. Now many of you must have understood why I am giving this spaces, that when this line will repeat itself, there will be a gap between the line which is ended and the line again when it will start. So it won't get mixed up. So we have done this. I'll do the control save. I'll close this and I'll open OBS again. We'll go into the text GDI plus. I'll rename it as scroll. And I'll click OK. Now you have to click this in this dialog box, properties for scroll. So you have to select read from file. When you click on read from file, you get this browse option from where you have to select that scroll file, which is wherever you have saved it. So right now I have saved it on the desktop, so I'll just select it from here. I'll click on open. So right now you can see that the scroll is right here, but it is not complete yet. We have to do a basic few settings. So first we'll have to select the font. So font you can select any, and you can see the size. Here you can see the size, and you can see whatever you want. Suppose I'm taking Arial black. So and the size you have to select is 72, and the font style, if you want, you can select the font style as well. Now I'll click OK. Now you can see the scroll is available now, but is it over? No, we have another 3 options that you can use with the scroll. So with this scroll you can change the single color first from this color. Say for example you have taken any color from here. Say for example I have taken this color. So now you can see the color has changed, and you can add 2 colors to this by selecting the gradient. Once you click on this checkbox of gradient, you can select another color. That 50% of color will be blue, and currently 50% color is white because this is white select by default. So I'll select pink. So see, you can see this, the 50% is blue, 50% is pink. So like this you can select single color or dual color. That completely depends on you. Light pink and dark light blue and dark blue I have selected, and now you will have the third option, that is to provide a background. You can also provide a background to this by selecting the background color. So background color, I'll select a dark blue because this is light blue and I have to select a darker shade. If your text is light colored, then you have to select the background a dark colored one. And if your background is light colored, then you have to then your text should be dark colored, and vice versa. So now I have taken the background color as dark blue, but I cannot see the dark blue. For that you have to increase the background opacity from 0 to 100. Now I hope you can clearly see that the background has become dark blue. Now I'll select OK, and I'll keep this scroll wherever I want, and I can adjust the size as well. But are we done yet? No, we are not done yet. We have to add a filter so that the scroll should be moving from right to left. Currently it is not. So for adding that scroll filter, we have to click on filters, and from filters you can see effect filters. You have to click on the plus sign and you have to select the scroll filter. Once you select the scroll filter, you can see there are a few basic settings. Vertical speed, no, we don't want to use this. Defaults. Horizontal speed, if I take it to the left, it is going in the opposite direction. I don't want that. So I have to move this scroll, drag this cursor to the right, and I have to select a speed which I think is good enough for the viewer to read my scroll. So this completely depends on the teacher, on you, that what speed you want to keep. If I feel that I want to, this speed is okay for me, I mean this speed is readable, that we at Arite Technologies provide you best in class video lecture distribution technology. So like I can read it very clearly. I mean, it's very clear that Arite is providing a video lecture distribution technology as well. And for more details, you can contact us for a quick and real-time demo. So we have added the scroll. I'll click close. We are done, and you have to lock it so that when you're moving anything, it doesn't move. So you have seen the space that we have given in the scroll file, the text file of scroll. You can see this space, that this is the space I was talking about. So always make sure that you provide some space so that when the line starts again, there is a space between the end of the line and the beginning of the line. So we are done till here, and now we will be adding the audio part. So for adding the audio, click on the plus sign, audio input capture, and like I have already inserted a Boya BYM1 microphone into the mic in port of my desktop. So I'll just rename this with Boya BYM1, okay, and the device default should be microphone Realtek high definition audio, and okay. So now you can see that there is some movement in the audio mixer in this Boya. My voice, when I'm speaking, this is going till the red part. So you have to always ensure that you have to check this portion really well. Your voice shouldn't go into the red zone. I mean, I'm not talking about the containment zone, the red zone for that pandemic, but this red zone I'm talking about, that your voice shouldn't go till this red zone, or else you will hear a screeching sound. That sound will be very high with treble, and it won't be very good to hear, pleasing to hear. So when you are starting to record, first do a sample audio check, and this blue line, you can see this is not the Delhi's metro blue line, but this is just a gain blue line that you can reduce it. And till where you have to reduce it, you have to speak in your natural voice like I am doing right now, and it should come somewhere around in the middle part of this yellow, but it shouldn't go to the red part. So you have to always take care of this, and remaining every other audio you have to mute it down. Why mute it down? Because sometimes it happens that your web camera also has a built-in microphone in it. So what it does is, when you add a Boya microphone to it, Boya is the one that is capturing your audio input source, and sometimes your Logitech microphone also captures your audio. So when you get the final output, you can hear a doubling of your audio. You can hear your own audio as an echo. So why it happens is because of one of the audios is extra that was needed to be muted, but it wasn't. Okay, so I hope you have understood this. We have added the Boya microphone audio. Now, last but not the least, we have to add the teacher. So now we will be adding the teacher, who is the most important part of this video lecture. So let's quickly add the teacher. So for adding the teacher, the teacher will be captured through a camera. So for now, I am using a Logitech C922 web camera, which is a USB web camera. You can also use a handy camera, but handy camera, you will have to again go for a capture card. So you will be required a capture card for capturing the video from the handy cam. So for now, I'm using a USB web camera, that is Logitech C922 Pro Stream. So quickly I'll add. From where to add? You have to go to video capture device. I will rename it and give it a name as Logitech webcam C922 Pro Stream. Okay, so I have added this. Now you can see the device is showing something, but that's not the camera, that's the iPad which is already connected, which I'll be showing you when we'll be doing teacher plus writing. So from the device, you have to select C922 Pro Stream webcam, and once you select that, you can see me right there in the video. That's me. So once you have added this video, there are a few settings that needs to be done. So for that, you have to go to configure video, click on configure video, and currently right now you can see this flickering. Can you see the flickering, that the video is flickering? So to off this flickering, to cut off this flickering, you have to select the power line frequency from 60 Hz to 50 Hz and apply. Can you see the flickering has gone? So now there is no flickering. Now we'll come to the camera control, and you have to uncheck this focus button. uncheck this focus, because every time the teacher goes back and comes in the front, like moves from the back to the front, the camera will do the focusing thing, and while doing the focusing, it will create a blur image, and then it will focus. When the teacher will go back again, it will create a blur image, and then it will start focusing. So you have to this is very important that you have to uncheck this. This is just for Logitech web camera. For if you're using a Sony Handycam or something, the settings might be different, but for Logitech web camera, this is the settings. We have to click on apply and click on OK. And the next thing is resolution, FPS type. Click on resolution custom, and beneath that you can see the resolution, and select the resolution 1920 into 1080. This is the full HD resolution that my Logitech camera is capturing at the moment. So what I have to do is I have to click on the alter button and I have to crop this, because I don't need this area. So I'll be cropping it, and I'll resize it. That I need resize it, and I'll fix it right here. And I have another option of getting the mirror image of this web camera. So for that I have to go to transform and click on the flip horizontal. Now you can see I have flipped my image. Now if I'm doing the right hand, moving the right hand, so you can see it is exactly looking in the image as well. It is on my right. So this is the best option. This is another option you have, that if you want to flip your own image, that you want the other side, some teachers want, okay, this side is good, some want to flip it and keep it. So it's all up to you. So from where you have to select this, you have to click on this Logitech web camera, then go to transform and click on the flip horizontal. I hope you've understood this. Now we have to do the chroma setting. For chroma setting, you have to right click on this, go to the filters option, click on the filters and click on the plus sign and click on the chroma key. Now when you do this chroma settings, always resize this dialog box and keep it on the left side, so that you can see that exactly what is happening on the real-time screen. So when you do this, you can see that the chroma is not happening properly. You can see that this background and there is a difference. This is a little grayish in color. So what you have to do is you have to use the similarity button. Generally what happens, you get a very perfect chroma. I mean, you don't have to even do some adjustments manually. What you have to do is you have to place proper lighting. The lighting should be in a way that it shouldn't be very much and it shouldn't be very less. So you have to make sure that. So now we have done some lighting. We could have done it in a proper way, but to teach you that if you face a situation like this, how you have to troubleshoot it. So for this, you have to adjust the similarity. You can use this bar or you can do it manually. Now I'm doing it manually. I'm increasing it. So you can see the background is disappearing. So you have seen the background has disappeared. Now you can see the clear image that the teacher is. So I'll close this. But the teacher is right in front of the podium and we want to move it back. So we have to select on the teacher, click on order, move down. So now the teacher is exactly behind the podium. Looks good? Or else you can directly take the image up or down with the help of move up and move down arrow keys. But my friends, do you notice one thing? That in this video, like you can see something on my t-shirt, what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a light blue colored t-shirt, but do you see something twinkling, flickering kind of a thing on my t-shirts, right? So this again is a very important thing that you need to see, that don't wear light colored t-shirts or shirts while doing this chroma recording. Always try to wear dark colored t-shirts or shirts for this recording, because if you wear a light colored t-shirt, the chroma will happen somewhat like this. So I will share a live example and in which my colleague Mr. Avishkar will be helping me for this real-time differentiation, that he's wearing a dark colored t-shirt. So I'll introduce my colleague Mr. Avishkar. So you will be able to see the difference. This is a light colored t-shirt and he's wearing a dark colored t-shirt. He's wearing a dark colored t-shirt, you can see. And what I was wearing was a light colored t-shirt. You can see the chroma is not, there is no flicker on his t-shirt. But when I was sitting there, you were able to see some flickering on my t-shirt because of the light color nature of it. But now Mr. Avishkar is sitting and this chroma is perfectly fine. So how is it, Mr. Avi?
Yeah, it is very good, perfectly fine chroma now. Because of this t-shirt is a dark color, you can see the difference immediately. Now,
okay.
Please, come.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Avishkar is wearing a dark colored t-shirt. So why it is important? It was important to show you that this dark colored t-shirt is really important to wear, because you won't get these type of chroma issues in that. So always I recommend you that you should wear a dark colored t-shirt or a shirt, or if you are wearing a light colored t-shirt, always put on a blazer or something over that. So now let's move on. So let's quickly check that what all we have covered in this. So in the introduction video, we have added Boya BYM1, that's a microphone. Let's lock it, through which I am speaking, and you can see the flickering in this bar. Scroll is right here. Video lecture distribution technology so far. So for more details, feel free to contact us for a quick demo. This is the scroll. Podium, you can see it is right in front of me. This is the podium with two artificial mics, which I'm not using any one of these. So these are just artificial ones. Logitech web camera through which you can see me. My image is visible. Logo, which you can see right here on the screen. You can see right on the top. This one is the logo, and background. This is the background, which is right behind me. This is the background. So I hope you have understood how we have created this first scene of ours. Now let's see Teacher Plus PDF. So for that, you will need to open your PDF. You have to keep your PDF open. So I will minimize this. I will go to wherever whichever PDF I want to use to teach. So I am taking this hard PDF and I won't open it in this. I will open it in Adobe Reader. I have opened it. Now I'll again come back. Without minimizing that, you have to come back to OBS. Now to add the PDF, first you have to add other things. So like in the Teacher Plus PDF scene, we will be taking the teacher, this whole set, to the corner, to that side we'll be taking. So for that, what all we'll be requiring in the scene 2 is Boya microphone will require. First I'll unlock all these. Boya I will require, scroll I will require, podium I will require, web camera I will require, logo I will require, background I will require. But if you want, you can choose another background. You can give any other background to this. But currently I'm using the same background. So I have to right click on that and select group selected items. I have selected the whole group. Now you have to click somewhere outside, come back again, right click on the group option, and copy this. And Teacher Plus PDF, right click here, paste reference. Teacher Plus PPT, right click here, paste reference. Teacher Plus Writing, right click here, paste reference. Teacher Plus Video, right click here, paste reference. Only writing? No, not on. You don't have to paste it in only writing, because that's only writing. There is no teacher, no podium. So let's first discuss about the Teacher Plus PDF. So Teacher Plus PDF, we have to ungroup it, right click, ungroup. So we have ungrouped it. Now we will make a group of teacher and podium, because the resolution, the ratio is perfect. So we'll create a group of teacher plus podium, group selected item, and I can resize it, because if you don't group this, what will happen is first you will have to resize the podium, then you have to resize the teacher, and if you're moving the podium side, then you have to move the teacher aside, like that. So what I have done is I have grouped podium and teacher together, and this is how we have resized it. So now we want to bring the logo on the top because it has gone behind me. So you can see logo here, you can click on the logo and you can click on this up arrow button, that is move up. So you can see the logo has come on the top. So I can place the logo right on top of my podium, like you can see right now. So now we have to add a PDF which is already opened here. So now this is the PDF from which I'll be teaching. I mean the teacher wants to teach. So this is the PDF. This is the PDF, and now I will be adding the PDF. But before that, the group which I have done grouping this. So I will just remove it, ungroup it. So I have ungrouped this. Now I'll be adding the PDF. So for adding the PDF, click on plus sign, click on window capture, and you can write it down PDF, whichever subject PDF it is, heart PDF. We'll click on OK, and once you click on this, you will see a window, and there you have to scroll down. In the drop down you have to select hard PDF. Can you see this? Now first you have to crop, because this portion is not required to be shown in the video. So we can crop it with the help of pressing Alt, click on the square, red square, and move it till the main screen from all the four sides, and you can place it wherever you want. If you want to do a free resize, you have to click on Control and Shift, click on the red square, and you can stretch it. I hope you have understood how I have added this. Now we will lock all the things because this is ready. So this is ready. Like you can see on the screen, you can see the anatomy of heart. This is the PDF. For example, this is the PDF which the teacher wants to show. So this is how the teacher will be recording this. Now, before we start recording, first we'll create all the scenes, and then we'll do the final recording. Teacher plus PPT. Teacher plus PPT. Again, we have to ungroup this, ungroup, select this, and let's group this because we want to keep the ratio and proportion of this teacher plus podium proper. And you want the logo on top of this, so we'll click on the logo, and from here we can move it up directly. Resize it, the size whichever size you want, resize it, and done. So now we have to add, first we'll grouping, our purpose for grouping is solved, we will ungroup it. Now we will add a PPT. So for adding a PPT, like I told you, you have to open a PPT and keep. So wherever the PPT is, sample PPT. So I have this PPT, interim report. I will increase the size to 100 and I'll keep it open. And from the plus sign, I will click on window capture device. So window capture, this time it is PPT. I will click on PPT, OK. And from this dialog box, you have to select window, drop down, you have to select Microsoft PowerPoint IFRS week 26 and click on OK. Again, you have to follow the same steps. You have to crop from all the three sides. or 4 sides in this case. And then you have to resize it as per the area available with us. Now we will need to do a free resize. For that you have to press Ctrl and Shift, and see, we have done the free resizing. I hope you have understood how I have added a PPT, and before that how we have added a PDF. Now this is the PPT. Now let's do add the writing screen. And in this situation we are using an Apple iPad and an Apple Pencil, which is connected through a HDMI capture card to our computer. So let's add the iPad. But before that we have to ungroup this. So that again we'll do the same process. Control and select the teacher and the podium and group it. Group selected items. Now minimize this and keep it here. This is just the concept which you have to use, but you can keep the teacher anywhere you want. You can keep the teacher at the center, you can keep the teacher at this place, whichever place you want. I mean, my preference is I keep the teacher at this side. And if you think the teacher is looking very small, you can increase the size of the teacher and keep it here. So we have added the teacher. Now we have to add the PPT. So now we have to add the PPT, writing screen, sorry. We'll ungroup this, because whenever the purpose of grouping is solved, you have to ungroup it. Now we will add the iPad. Click on the click on the plus sign on the sources, go to video capture device, and in this case our iPad is connected through Elgato HD60 Pro HDMI capture card. So I'll just write it down, Elgato, I'll just write it down iPad, because I'm capturing the iPad. Elgato is the capture card. Now you will see the device, Game Capture HD60 Pro video. It has already taken configure video. You don't have to do anything in this configuration. Device default, you have to set the device default, go to customs and select the full HD resolution and click on OK. Now again the same practice, you have to crop this image from all the 4 sides. I'll crop the image from all the 4 sides. If you don't want to show this as well, you can crop it down and keep it till here. Now let's keep it here and do a free resize. For free resizing, Control plus Shift together and enlarge this area. But the logo we have to move up. So for moving up, you have to click on this move up, minimize this, and the size we can just do a free resize, proportionate resize, not a free resize. Okay, I'll do a little free resizing here, but you have to make sure it looks good as well. It should look good as well. It shouldn't look perfect. So now we have added the logo, and this is the writing iPad, which you can see right now. This is the writing iPad which I'm using, which you can see right in the screen. This is the iPad. It is connected through a lightning to HDMI cable, which you can see right here. This is the lightning to HDMI cable, through which this is an HDMI cable that is connected to the capture card HDMI slot of my computer. So quickly we will see some writing aspects. Pardon me for my handwriting, it's really bad. So let's start. Geography. So this is how the teacher can write on the iPad and teach. So this is geography. There are different colors, whichever color you want to use. This is a OneNote application where you can see this. This is OneNote and there are few colors in it. You can use it. I'm trying to make earth, which is not exactly an earth. This is not exactly an earth, but this is just to show you that how you have to do the recordings on using an iPad. You can write and teach, what are the topics covered. So we have seen this is the writing area, and you can draw diagrams, you can project X, Y. This is the area, and you can write many things like you can see on the screen. So this is the iPad, writing with iPad. Now we'll quickly lock all these sources that we have added. Now coming to the Teacher Plus video, again Teacher Plus video, again ungroup this first. Then in this video, if suppose I don't want this podium, so I'll just remove the podium from here. I will just keep this image here, and we will add a video here. So for adding a video, you can either select from media source, or if you have a VLC media player installed on your computer, you can select the VLC video source. So advantage of VLC video source is that you can add 2 or more than 2 or 3 videos in OBS at once, and you can control them properly. But in media source, you can add only 1 video. So better have a VLC media player installed in your system, and through this you can add the video. So I'll click on OK, and this will open. This is the playlist which you have to, from where you have to click on the plus sign and add files, and wherever you have the videos, like for example Tropicana, OK, open, and I'll click on OK. So like you can see, this is a video which is playing, and if I want that video to be right behind me, and I don't want it like an iPad or a PDF, but I want it in a full screen, so I'll do Control F. But it came on the top, so I will move it down from here. Move down, move down, move down, move down. Okay, perfect. I don't need the background here. So what you can see right now is a beautiful beach that you can see. So this is a beautiful beach, and I can see some problems in my, so I'll crop it a little. Now I think it is gone. There was a border issue with that. So like you can see in this, you can explain something like this, that how exotic this place is. I mean, just see, I mean, look at it. So if you want to teach your student through a video, you can just upload the video like this, and you can show them that just look at that beautiful island, just look at this beautiful waves, this water, these stones, and this sand. I mean, it's really good. See the sand, I mean the blue water. Just have a look at how beautiful this place is. I mean, it's really good. This place is really good. So this is how you can get immersed in this video. I'm actually looking at the whole ocean and that island. I wish I could go to that island and I can have a vacation there. So this is how you can add a video to your to OBS recording, and whatever video you have created, you can explain the students from that video. This is how it will look, and this is just a few ideas from my side that how I use this, how I have created this. But it is at your concern that whatever it is at your sole discretion that how you want to create videos. That depends on you completely. This is just to show you. This training will help you to know everything, how to add, re-add, how to arrange. But now after this training program, it will depend on your creativity, that how well you can use your creativity and create endless types of different and beautiful and immersive video classes, video lectures. And we are there to help you out for that in case you just need it. So you have seen the video that we have added a beautiful Tropicana ocean and an island and everything. So now we will see only writing. Only writing will only require one iPad. That's it. So only writing, just in case when you are teaching and you want the students to be only having the students' attention only on the writing material which you are writing and teaching. So then you have to add the only the writing, that is iPad. I will unlock it first, right click, copy and go to the only writing, and you have to paste it, paste reference, Control F, Control S. And what else you'll require here, you might require a Boya microphone. So right click on the Boya microphone, you have to copy and you have to paste it on the paste reference. And you need some more things, ticker, and you can add the ticker as well, and you can add the logo, everything you can add. So I hope you have understood how we have added the sources and everything. There are a few things left that we will quickly cover in this video. The first thing is we have added hotkeys. So without going and clicking here, because sometimes it's not possible to go and click here, we will simply be using the hotkeys. That is, number one is for this particular scene which you can see on the screen. Number two is for this beautiful heart, anatomy of human heart, where I'm using this PDF to explain. Number three is this PPT which you can see right here, interim financial report, that I have imported, and you can teach from this. And number four is a beautiful beautiful ocean, the beach, and a beautiful island, where I'm using a video. This is a video which is being played in a loop. If you want to teach from this, you can teach it, and you can control this video. The best part is you can pause it and you can resume it. That is also, while explaining, you want to pause this video, you can pause it, you can assign the hotkeys for it, and you can resume it. Number five is the writing only area. So now let's quickly record it. So I'll click on start recording button. So now, like, you can introduce your subject, like, hello everyone, today in this video we are going to cover geography and what are the different interesting topics that we will be covering in this lesson of geography, this class of geography. So let's quickly first study something related to heart. So for that, we will go to scene number 2, and you can see the anatomy of the heart. You can see right pulmonary artery, right pulmonary vein, superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, aortic artery, pulmonary trunk, trachea, and everything, and so on. And if you want to go explain more about this, simply click on this heart PPT, and from here you can start scrolling it down, and you can explain whatever things are. Like, you can see pectile, smooth. This is the heart, and this is the cross section area of the heart. This is systole, diastole. I'm just reading this out. Valve of formulon ovale. Like, you can see, this is a baby and this is the heart. This is how the teacher will be explaining. And once the teacher has finished explaining the PDF, then if the teacher wants to go to the third part, that is the financial reporting. So now let's study the financial reporting. So I'll quickly open financial reporting, objective and scope. Objective, scope, Y interim report, like you can see on the screen, quality of example, quarterly interim financial report, statement of financial positions, and definition according to IAS 34, and interim report that is defined as follows. So these are the things that how the teacher is explaining. So now coming to the writing part. Now quickly, just let's write something real quick. Financial reporting. So what are the topics covered in financial reporting? Must be accounts, balance sheet, and auditing. Sorry, I'm not a commerce student. Focus that how beautiful it looks when the teacher is writing on the iPad, and the teacher gets a lot of area to write. I mean, the teacher can create diagrams like this, positive charge, negative charge. So this is how the things go, and using different colors. Teacher can explain whatever the teacher wants to explain, that this is a matrix, x y matrix, or this is a graph, where teacher can use a beautiful so something like this. So, and whole thing will be this will be written, and that can be displayed here. So that we have seen, and now we will see a teacher plus video. Like teacher plus video, this is a beautiful Tropicana Island, students, and you can see that there, right there, 20 miles from that place is the another beautiful island. One island is right here, and this is my own island, and another island is right there, which is not my island. So this is all about this island, and see the beautiful waves and everything. So this is how a teacher can explain from a video. I mean, you have to turn so that it looks like you are immersed in the video and you can see it. But what I can actually see is a green screen right behind me. But I am not seeing anything here. But you have to present in a way that the video should look like you already have a video and you can see it right here. So it makes it, makes the video more appealing, and it is very crystal clear. So you have to always remember that. Coming to the only writing part, like only writing, you want topics covered. So this is x divided upon y. I'll use another one, color. You can use different colors. There are a few branches. This is rectangle, it has enclosed surface. This is blue line, and this is this is only writing. So let's quickly stop this recording, because this is a recording sample. I'll just stop this recording and I'll show you how it looks actually. We have to click on file option. I told you have to select on show recordings, and you have to go wherever you have kept the recording. So now, like, you can introduce your subject, like, hello everyone, today in this video we are going to cover geography, and what are the different interesting topics that we will be covering in this lesson of geography, this class of geography. So let's quickly first study something related to heart. So for that, we will go to scene number 2, and you can see the anatomy of the heart. You can see right pulmonary artery, right pulmonary vein, superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, aortic artery, pulmonary trunk, trachea, and everything, and so on. And if you want to go explain more about this, simply click on this heart PPT, and from here you can start scrolling it down, and you can explain. So like you can see, this is the video which we have just recorded using OBS, and you can see the different parts and how the teacher is looking. See, this is a beautiful Tropicana Island, students, and you can see that there, right there, 20 miles from that place is the another beautiful island. One island is right here, and this is my own island, and another island is right there, which is not my island. So this is all about this island, and see the beautiful waves and everything. So this is how a teacher can explain from a video. So you have seen that how we have recorded this video. So now there is another feature in this video, like we'll go to settings and go to the hotkeys, and you can do the pause and unpause while recording. That while recording, if you want to pause the live recording and then resume it, so that is also possible. So for pause, you can assign any key. For, say for example, numlock 7. For unpause, you have assigned numlock 8. And if you want to delete this, you have to click here on this delete button and apply it and OK it. So even when you're recording, you can pause a live a recording, and you can take a break, and you can go to have a drink water, and like if you get a phone call, any reason, any XYZ reason you need to take a break, and you need to you need a 2 minutes time from the recording. You can simply pause the recording, you can come back, and you can resume the recording. So this way the recording will continue in one sync, and it won't be into parts that you have to again sit and do the editing part again. So So now we will see that how we have to add the Word file for using through Wacom on OBS. So like you can see, the Word file is open here, the Word file, and we have seen how we have added this pen option in the Word. Now what we will do is we will simply click on this plus sign and we will add this window capture, and from this window capture you can see there are a few options. Microsoft Word. From this window, click on the drop down and select this Microsoft Word. Now you can see this Microsoft Word. All you have to do is crop it with the help of Alt button. Hold any side. You can crop this from both the sides, from the bottom. And now let's full screen it and stretch it. But now what we have to do is we have to bring the logo and this at the top. Now we can start recording from here and open Wacom tablet and we can start writing. So now currently the eraser is selected. Now I will just write here. And so this is how you can do the writing. You can erase this and you can write. Select this ballpoint pen, geology. So now you can, whatever you want to write, you can write here. I hope you have understood how we have added this Wacom tablet to OBS. Now you can see in this OBS how it will look, and you can stop recording from here. So now we will see, we have seen that how we have imported the PPT and PDF from desktop and we have done the teaching part. But now if you want to annotate or if you want to write or mark something on your PDF and PPT, then how we are going to do it, we will quickly see that. So first you have to import the files which you want to annotate using an iPad. So first you have to import those files from your computer to your Google Drive. Then on App Store of your iPad, you have to download the Google Drive and then log in. Then you will see all the files that you have uploaded on your Google Drive. Then like you can see, I will click on my Google Drive and now I can see this hard PDF. If you can see at the bottom, this is the hard PDF that I have taken. I will click on this hard PDF. This hard PDF has opened up, and before that, PDF Elements is an application that you have to download from the App Store. So you have to download that PDF element, and if it requires some sign in or you don't have an account, you can create an account, and it's a free of cost application. So you can see the three dots on the top right corner of this PDF. I will click there. You can see the fifth option in the menu, Open In. I will click on Open In and now I will move it towards the right and you can see Copy to PDF Elements. So this is where I have just copied my PDF into this PDF element, this application. Now how to write it, you can see some options at the bottom. A few options you can see at the bottom most part of the screen. So I will select the pen option. Now using a pen option, I will just do the markings. So this is the upper, whatever the markings are. This is pericardium, so I'll write it down as, excuse me for my handwriting. This is pericardium. This is upper lobe, for example. This is the X-ray. Okay, so this is how you can do the editing on PDF. Now we will see how to do the editing on the PPT. Again, we'll go to. So for doing editing in your PPT, you have to download one application by the name Keynote. Like you can see, this is the Keynote. And you have to click on the plus sign. This is the Keynote. You have to click on Done. Presentations. Okay, so this is the Keynote and it allows you the location. As you can see on the left side, there are a few locations from where you can get the PPT. So currently it's not on my iCloud drive. This is on my Google Drive. So I just need a PPT. So presentations, I'll take it from my iCloud drive for now. You can also choose from Google Drive if you have your PPT on your Google Drive. Now we have seen that how we have done the annotation and writing part on the PDF. Now we will see how to do the annotation part and writing part on the PDF. So for doing the writing part on PPT, we have to download an application by the name Keynote, like you can see. So before that, what you have to do is you have to get your screen back to the original position like this one without any cropping and cutting. Because the Keynote, when you open that, and if you have already cropped the areas, the black areas, what will happen? That this PPT will be going out of the screen area. So now you can see on the right side, you can see a play button next to the brush. If you can see, I will click on this play button and you can see the PPT on full screen. Now there is one option there in the iPad that you can see. There is a writing pen that is given here. You have to simply click on that writing screen and then you can see the color options. Like I can select red, which you cannot see on the screen right now, but on the iPad you will be able to see. So like I have selected red. So red, see, this is what I have selected. See, I'm using red. Now on the next slide, I'll use some yellow. That this is correct, this is correct, this is correct, and I'll make any diagram. Okay. So this is the diagram I'm using. I'll use blue. On the next slide, I'll use blue. I'll create a trapezium or a parallelogram like this. So like you can create, I'll use a pink color in this. A, B, C, and D. Pink, green. To fill some color here, I'll use this green color. Okay, so this is how you have to. Okay, so this is how you have to. You can, I'm annotating on my PDF. I hope you've understood this, and still if you have any problem, you can watch this video again, and if the problem still persists, you can contact any of our representative for that. Thank you. So now in this video, we will see that how to do the basic animations that you might have seen on YouTube when a teacher is drawing a triangle, a rectangle, circle, square in front of him. So that basically is a double chroma video, and the YouTube videos you must have seen, they have been done in post-production, but we will be doing it in real time. So now how to do it? So before anything we start, we'll have to create a PPT first, and how to do the basic animation in PPT we'll see first. So let's now do the right click on new. Let's open a PowerPoint presentation and let's give it a name as maths, as I'm going to draw a rectangle and show you how it is done. So now we have created a maths PPT. We have to go to design, we have to click on page setup, and you can see slides sized for on-screen show 4:3. We have to change it to on-screen show 16:9 and click on OK. And after that, click on the home button. There you can see a new slide option, and in that, don't click on this option, click on the bottom part, new slide, and the down arrow. In this, click on the blank. Now you have a blank slide. Now go to design, but before going to design, click on the slideshow, click on setup slideshow. You can see show type, it is selected presented by a speaker. You have to select browsed by an individual and click OK. Now you can go to design, and at the extreme right corner you can see background option. Click on this, and you have to change the color of the PPT from white to fluorescent green, this color, and you have to click apply to all and close. Now we will be creating the rectangle in this. So now let's click on the animation, click on the home button. Now you can see some shapes and sizes here. So we have to select the line, and line we have to draw lines. So you can hold the shift button so that you can get a straight line. For example, we have created this. Now if we need to format the line, right click on the line, format, click on the format shape. We will increase the width, but before that we'll move this here, and we'll keep it something around 2.75 or 3. Let's keep it 2.75. Let's change the color of the line, and always remember that if you're using a dark colored background in OBS while recording such type of video, then the color of the line, the shape that you are trying to draw should be light in color. And if the background is light in color, then the shape, the color of these lines and the shape of the lines should be dark in color. Okay, so it should be the opposite of the background color. Simple. So now, as my background is, I'm going to take the background which will be a dark color background. So I will be taking a light color for showing this rectangle. So I can select any color, aqua, orange, or purple, but never select green, because green on green it will get mixed up. Let's take this red and click close. Now just simply do Ctrl V and do Ctrl C. This we have taken. Now you can just make the line vertical by holding the mouse key. Again do Ctrl V, fix this here, Ctrl V, fix, make it vertical, and then fix it here. And you can increase the size so that it touches the edges of the. So you can see the rectangle that we have created. Now we have to set up the animation. So now to add animation to this, we will click on the first line, because this will be the first line that will pop up. And we will be controlling all the animations with the help of a presenter. You can use any presenter, but Maxwell's presenter is a good one that you can use for controlling the timing of the animation. So now we have selected this. We'll go to animation and we'll click on custom animation. There you can see a window. You have to click on add animation, drop down, click on entrance, and you have to select the strips effect. If you don't see it here, click on more effects, and then you can see it right here. You have to click OK. Then If you want to see how it is appearing, it is going from the right to the left, but what we want it from the left to the right. So we have to click on the drop down, effect options, right down, and OK. So now you can see that it is going from left to right. Same here, add effect, entrance, strips, it is going in the clockwise direction. The third line, add effect, entrance, strips, it is going in the same path. Now coming to the fourth line, add effect, entrance, strips. Oh, so it's not going in the, it's going in the anti-clockwise direction, but we want our rectangle to be created in a clockwise direction. So we'll click here, we'll click on this drop down for the fourth line, we'll click on this drop down, effect options, left down, we'll do right down. Okay, sorry, it's not the right down, it's left up, my bad, left up. Okay, so now you can see the triangle, the rectangle, the animations has been created, and if you want to view it all, you can simply click play. So this is how the rectangle will be created. Now you can also adjust the speed of this animation. If you want, this is by default very fast. If you want to make it a little slower, you can do it medium. So this is how. So the speed has been applied to only one line. You can select here and you can apply the medium speed to all the lines by selecting them. You can make it medium so that while you are writing, you're drawing with your hand gesture, you have ample amount of time. So see the animation. So I think this much speed is okay. So this is how you can create a rectangle. Now we will see that how we are going to use OBS to do a double chroma video, and how the teacher appears to create this rectangle with some hand gestures in real time. So now that we have created this PPT, now you have to click on the View Slideshow button at the right bottom corner. Now this is how it will appear. Now without minimizing this, let's open OBS, which is already there. So this is how it will appear, because I have already added the video that is being captured, my video, and you can see this scroll which is running here, and you can see the logo that's right there. Okay, so before that, I would like to tell you that how the setup of this whole thing is. This is a dual chroma. We'll be doing two chromas. How will we do it? I'll explain you. First, I would like to tell you that there are currently, this is the system where OBS is running, and the PPT that we have created, everything is here. And to this computer, through an HDMI output, we have connected another monitor on which, like we did it in the glass board, or we might be doing in the glass board. So in that external monitor, the teacher will be able to see the PPT thing in real time. But in this computer, I will have to minimize OBS to do the PPT thing. So we will show you in the behind the scene video that how we have arranged this whole thing. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get started with adding the PPT. So you have to click on the plus sign button, and you have to click on the image. We will click on the image because we have to add a background image first. Currently there is no background. This black area, this is not a background. So we will add an image. And what background image I'll be using currently, because I am teaching a rectangle, I'll be explaining a rectangle. So I have taken this mathematics, something maths, an image related to maths, and you can notice that this image is a dark image. That's why I have used light colored on the PPT, to the light colored lines on the PPT to create a rectangle. So this, we have added this, and then let's log this. Let's log this background so that it doesn't move, because when you are recording the things, it keeps on moving. So let's to avoid this, we will lock this. Now we will add the window capture. That is, this is the option through which we will be adding the PPT. So like we'll do this. Now you can see this green window, then so this is how it will look. That now first let's resize this. Let's resize this and let's make it full screen. Now we will reorder this PPT and we'll keep it at the bottom. Like you can see, this green is on the background, and this green is not the green curtain which was right behind me. This is the PPT that we have taken at the background. This is the PPT that we have taken at the background. So now let's do the chroma on the background. We will go to filters, we will add the chroma key, click on OK, and now let's click on close. So I hope you can see the light arrangement is proper. Like we will show you in the behind the scene video, where we'll be showing you the setup, how this whole thing is looking right now. I have a green screen. I have 3 lights, one at the center, one at the right, one at the left. So we have 3 lights, and I have a green screen on which we have taken the this background. And now let's start. So now we will take the PPT, which is already open, and we will we'll start the recording on OBS, so that you will be able to see that after we have done finished recording this video, you'll be able to see how the final output looks like. So we will start recording on OBS. We will click on OBS, and before that I would like to tell you that I'm using this Max Bell presenter. If not, that's not viewable. I can show you here. I'm going out of the frame. You can see this. This is a Max Bell presenter. It is really good. I mean, it is really good, and you can use this, and it's not very costly. It's just like 700 or 800 rupees. So I'm using this Max Bell presenter. I have plugged in the dongle, the USB dongle that came with me to the computer. Now I can control this, but before that I have to minimize the OBS, and to get the whole image of me, this whole setup, everything, and the PPT, I will have to take the display from this screen to my another screen which I have connected to this computer. So for that you have to right click on the center, right click anywhere outside the screen, and you can see the Windows projector preview. You have to click there, and you can see this small dialog box which is coming right here. I will just move this dialog box to the another screen. So I will be moving this box to the next screen. So it went to the next screen. Okay. So in the next screen, if I see, you can see my eyesight. I'm looking at the screen which is right next to this screen. So I'm looking at there I can see the PPT and everything in real time. So I will have to minimize this OBS. So I'll minimize this. And now, this is the video. This is actually the main video, the OBS recording. I hope the OBS is recording this video. Yeah. So now we have clicked on start recording. Now I will minimize this just to show you that how the final output will be. So now we will learn about a rectangle. So rectangle, I'm using the mouse click, this presenter click, the front click. Now I'll draw a rectangle, and to draw a rectangle I can use a pen, an Apple pen. Here in this case, if you want to use some prop, just so that it should look like you're drawing it with a pen. So this is the pen this is the pen I'm using. Now I have drawn this. Now I'm drawing this, and now I'll connect this to this. So this is how I have made a rectangle. Now this is a rectangle. Now this is how you can teach. Again, I'll do this. I'll use just my hand gestures to create this rectangle. If you don't want to use a prop or a pen or something. So this is a rectangle. This is a rectangle. This is side ABBC, this is side CD, and this is side DA. Simple. I hope that was really simple. So now you have learned how to add the timing, and then to control the timing, how to use the presenter, and how to create this kind of a rectangle. Now in the next video we'll import some GIF images, and I will explain you how those images and everything has been added and how we have to do. The process is the same, only thing now this time it won't be a maths video. This time it will be some DNA kind of a video that we have tried to create, that we will show you. So like now in this video you can see there are two monitors. One, you can see the green monitor, that's a primary monitor on which the OBS software is running, and you can see the Logitech C922 Pro Stream camera that is mounted on top of that screen, which is capturing the teacher right now. And on the right side you can see the secondary monitor. This is the secondary monitor, which is also known as a confidence monitor, which we have seen in the glassboard, or which we might be seeing in the glassboard recording where we'll be doing. So this main monitor, that is the primary monitor on which you can see the PPT, is the main monitor which is connected to the desktop, and this is where the OBS recording is happening. And to see the real-time preview, because it's not possible to control the PPT while you are into OBS, like while you are watching the OBS interface. So you have to start recording in OBS, you have to minimize OBS, and you have to open this PPT, and then you have to do the animation part. You have to control the lines and the animation, the basic animations and timings through the presenter. So you can see this, there are two monitors. I hope this is very clear why we are using two monitors. From the main primary monitor, we have to right click on the OBS screen, Windows projector preview, and drag it to the secondary monitor. So there we can full screen this. Now we'll move further. You can see the teacher is creating the video. He's making hand gestures and creating. These are the lights which we are using. The three light system, one on the left, one on the right, and one on the center. And you can see the teacher, he's teaching, he's standing right in front of the green screen. This is a fluorescent green screen used to do the chroma that we have already covered. And you can see these two screens. So I hope you have understood how the things are happening. One, the green screen, this one screen where you can see the green screen, that's the primary monitor, and the monitor which is on the right side of this is the secondary monitor, which is the small monitor where the teacher is able to see the real-time video scenario. I hope you have understood this. So if I can just zoom this a little further, you can see the teacher, the background, and the rectangle that's right in front of the teacher on the secondary monitor. That is also known as a confidence monitor. So I hope it is very clear that you have understood how we have taken the projector view. We have opened when we have opened the OBS, right clicked on OBS and taken the Windows projector view, dragged it to the secondary monitor, and this is the secondary monitor on which you can see the real-time preview of the teacher. And there we have full screen, and done the full screen option, selected the full screen option. So is it clear? I hope it was very simple and easy to understand. Thank you. So now we have clicked on start recording. Now I'll minimize this just to show you that how the final output will be. So now we will learn about a rectangle. So rectangle, I'm using the mouse click, this presenter click, the front click. Now I'll draw a rectangle, and to draw a rectangle I can use a pen, an Apple pen. Here in this case, if you want to use some prop, just so that it should look like you're drawing it with a pen. So this is the pen this is the pen I'm using. Now I have drawn this. Now I'm drawing this, and now I'll connect this to this. So this is how I have made a rectangle. Now this is a rectangle. Now this is how you can teach. Again, I'll do this. Now I'll use just my hand gestures to create this rectangle. If you don't want to use a prop or a pen or something. So this is a rectangle. This is a rectangle. This is side ABBC. This is side CD, and this is side DA. Simple. I hope that was really simple. So now you have learned how to add the timing, and then to control the timing, how to use the presenter, and how to create this kind of a rectangle. Now in the next video, we'll import some GIF images, and I will explain you how those images and everything has been added and how we have to do. The process is the same. Only thing, now this time it won't be a maths video. This time it will be some DNA. The lights arrangement, again the three lights, one from the left, one from the right, and one from the center, on which on a tripod stand it is mounted. Lights दिखा देता हूँ ना इनको. So I hope you have understood how this recording is done. So in this, like you can see that he has created this PPT. He has written all this text you can see, and this GIF image he has added on the PPT. He has created this all images on the PPT, and the previous one which you saw was a maths video where I have created that rectangle drawn that rectangle. But this video is little different. Here there is no drawing, it's only the importing of this images. So we'll quickly see that what all images are, how he's doing this. He's just using the presenter, clicking on the presenter to change, and like the teacher can also create a video like this where the teacher is standing where Avi sir is standing, and all the text is written there on the PPT. The teacher can explain, he can make some hand movements. Avi sir, can you just make some hand movements? So this is how the teacher can explain. So these are the animations. This all is created in the PPT. These images are imported and the text has been written, and this is how it looks. The teacher can explain. This is how beautiful the video lecture looks if you can create something like this. And all you have to do is using PPT. So I hope you found this training program interesting about this OBS, and I tried to cover almost everything that was in this OBS. So this is all about how we have recorded, and if in case you have any problem, any issues, you can contact us. Just in case you don't understand, you can watch this video again and again, and you can you will understand all the things and aspects in this. So after recording, please do check our video lecture encryption and distribution technology, through which you can sell this video classes which you are recording right now through pen drives or through Google Drive, and it is having the highest security standards, plus it is very user friendly and it doesn't crash on students' PC. It is very stable. So do allow us to give you a demo of our industry proven video lecture distribution and encryption technology. Thank you.